PlayStation State of Play came out Wednesday, January 24th, and it was the best state of play by far in years. There were so many banger games. 2024 is looking to be an amazing year to own a PlayStation 5. Whether you're into horror games, action games, RPGs, shooters, we seem to have a little bit of it all. Let's dive into what we got. Starting off with the direct, we have Helldivers 2, which is going to be an up-and-coming third-person shooter game developed by Arrowhead Game Studios. The cool thing is this is a sequel, and Helldiver actually was a top-down shooter, so it'll be interesting to see the differentiation here. With the third-person shooter, we're going to be able to get airdrops, still have our different shield generators, shield pods, and coming up, able to customize the look of our avatars and base. Friendly fire is going to be on as well, which is always fun, and that makes a difference. Multiplayer also is going to be up to 4, so you guys can go ahead and play the game together. Explore Unique coming out February 8th. Next up, what I think is going to be game of the year, you guys, is a fun action adventure RPG called Stellar Blade. We get beautiful shots of our main character here, Eve, doing different activities. We are here learning about the story on a post-apocalyptic Earth, where the humans have gone to an off-world colony. We are playing as Eve, a paratrooper, and we need to find and defeat the enemies native. Unfortunately, we lose a lot of members of our squad, but we do find 2 core members of our team. Adam, who will be leading us to Zion, and Lily, who will be providing us engineer support. She'll be the character that will go in order to get our different upgrades, as well as our different mods for the characters, as well as skills and abilities. Then one of the locations that we will be visiting is Zion, a city that is built by the last humans underneath the wasteland. The survivors call Eve an angel, who is both feared and awed. Some of the characters will be a little standoffish at first, but once we go through the different side quests and do different things, the characters will both be building up and opening up to us. Different survivors will be giving us different side quests in order to get different equipments and items. Most of the different places that we'll be going to get these items are the wastelands and the desert. Most of the natives will be located here, as well as different robots and malfunctioning machines. We will be finding different areas that will have camping zones for us, where we'll be able to get different items, different skill upgrades, and upgrade our equipment here as well. We will also be able to end our day and restore our health here. There will be so many different characters that we will meet along our journey. Whether we want to accept their help or not is up to us. What type of mysterious past does this world hold? Let's join Eve in April 26th to find out. Pre-orders so far will be opening February 7th to get the planet diving suit, classic round glasses, and armored earrings for Eve. Getting the pre-ordered for the digital edition to get additional stargazer for Adam, Lily, and Jerome, as well as quadruple rectangular earrings for Eve, plus 2,000 XP and 5,000 gold in-game currency. Up next was Sonic Generation. We see the generational games from the last release with remaster upgrades to the graphics and expanding for the PlayStation 4 and 5, showing off some of the best scenes, and then towards the middle of the trailer we see Shadow popping in. Excited that he's going to be in the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie 3 coming out in December. We see some of Shadow's favorite worlds for Sonic Adventure 2 battle. We also see some of fighting the enemies from the Shadow the Hedgehog game. So it's going to be really cool to see all these different courses added to the game with this new release. Shadow will have his own standalone journey to try out, as well as Sonic having his 2D and 3D courses. And we have a fall 2024 release window for this game. Up next, another banger that I'm hearing for the first time, Zenless Zone Hero, or ZZZ, is going to be a new action RPG that is free to play. The same creators as Honkai series, as well as the Genshin Impact game. And it'll be coming for the PlayStation 5, as well as the iOS, Android, and Windows. We will be playing as Proxy, who is helping other characters travel through an alternate dimension called the Hollows. We'll be fighting enemies called Ethers, and using our party members to create different combos and abilities. New Enderal is the post-apocalyptic area that we'll be playing in. The graphics and character design look really great. It's a single-player game. It's going to be interesting to see how this game comes out. Since it's created just like Honkai, I'm sure we're going to go ahead and enroll for the different characters. So that's going to be one of those things, whether you want to pay as you go or just play the game for free. That way you can guys get the characters you want or do the different activities. I haven't played any of the other games made by the company, so this one looks really cool. I'm excited to see how it goes. Comment down below what you think and if this game is going to be worth trying out. Another game coming out this month, Foam Stars, is a 4v4 online shooter which will be using the foam to create different areas for us to move, build, defend, and create different ways to take down the enemy team. It'll be included in the PlayStation Plus and released on February 6th. There will be different foam stars for us to choose from, having their own different styles and weapon types. There will be different skins, maps coming out in the different seasons. There's also 3 different game modes for us to try out and play. It'll be interesting to see how this game works, and the season gifts are worth the grind. Do subscribe to the channel, as we will be live streaming the game on the release day. Come check. Another really cool game coming out to PlayStation, you guys, is going to be Dave the Diver. Originally released on Steam beforehand and then getting a Switch port. Finally, the PlayStation will be getting a port as well. Super cool game. I love the artwork, and we'll be controlling Dave, a diver who goes and collects his own fish by completing quests and then runs a sushi restaurant at night. The gameplay will be having us in the daytime exploring the ocean, and then at night running the restaurant. Depending on which fish we catch determines which will be available on the menu. Then shown at the very end of the trailer, we get a really cool announcement that coming in May 24, we'll be getting a new addition to the game with a Dave the Diver and Godzilla collaboration. Godzilla has been doing a lot of really cool stuff in the media lately, and I'm really excited to see how they'll incorporate that into Dave the Diver. So make sure you guys pick up this game when it releases for PlayStation in April. This new third-person RPG game looks really amazing. Getting a PS port from Steam. V Rising looks great with the new trailer being shown. The game is going to be set in an open world that will be divided into 5 different biomes. We'll be playing as a vampire. This game does have a day-night cycle, as in going in direct sunlight will cause us to lose damage. We'll be using different items and materials to build different weapons and growing our castle, which is from our home base. We'll be able to go out and attack different type of enemies, going against different NPCs, casting and learning new spells, as well as fighting different bosses on the overworld. Up next, Silent Hill was able to get a huge development here during the State of Play, getting 2 different games announced. First up, we get to talk about a game that was shadow dropped after the State of Play, Silent Hill: The Short Message. You play as Anita, a teenage girl who woken up in an abandoned apartment building. The game is like PT before, going to walking simulator that is based on a loop. You'll be going through different areas, seeing different things in order to continue the storyline. The story is very dark and touches upon a lot of different touchy subjects, so please look into the game before you go ahead and actually play it. The game is out, like I said, and it is free to play, or should I say that it is a game that is free. There are no microtransactions or anything. It is a nice, short, complete 2-hour game. Just go ahead, download it, try it out, you guys, if you're a fan of horror. I myself have never really got to play Silent Hill, so I'm really looking forward to getting into the series and trying this game out before the next one we talk about comes out, which is one of the best games in the entire series. Silent Hill 2 got its official remake trailer announcements being shown here in development still. Silent Hill 2 is one of the best Silent Hill games, if not one of the best horror games made. Having not played the original that much, I cannot say too much whether the remake is looking good or not. I personally think that it looks really good and excited because I've never played the original all the way through. It seems that some fans are not excited due to the trailer we are seeing. We are looking like it's not as finished, I guess. Comment down below, you guys. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are and opinions. All I know is that I'm excited that the game's coming out and it's still in development and we haven't seen it released under wet, but we do have more information I will let y'all know. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the notification to see when more videos come out. PS5 gamers, don't worry if you don't have Steam or a gaming PC, because we have another banger coming to the console gaming. Judas is a game created by the people behind BioShock. We'll be playing as Judas, who is aboard the Mayflower that is going through space. We can work with our enemies in order to form alliances to try and work together to fix what we broke, or we can just leave it all to rot and burn. I'm assuming this has something to do with our name, as Judas has a lot of symbolic to it. BioShock is also one of the greatest game series that I've never really got to play, so I'm really excited that they have a new IP coming out here on PlayStation, and I'm really excited to play the game. So far, we don't have an official release date, but I think that sometime in March 25 is what rumor says it might come out. Next up, we see a couple games that'll be coming out for the PlayStation VR. Another really cool attachment I hope that I'll be getting, and hopefully if you guys do have it, you can check out these games. First up, we have Metro Awakening. We're shown being the main character. Most VR games are. You can be able to see your hands in front of you. Look like there'll be a shooting game. Looks like it'll be a FPS. So you guys will be able to traverse the different areas, look out the post-apocalyptic world and one of the more scary type of games. I wonder what kind of mysteries this will unfold. Check that out, y'all. And if you like RPG games, this next game shown off by Urban Wolf Gaming looks really cool. It's like a first-person action RPG. You'll be traveling through the world using different weapons, destroying the undead as well as other enemies, using different abilities and powers to create new weapons, using your points and your ability tree to level up your character, as well as casting different spells the more levels you gain. This game is really cool looking, kind of like Skyrim or Baldur's Gate, but in first person. So if you guys have VR headset, I would definitely try this game out February 8th. We're shown another trailer for Dragon Dogma 2, which is coming out March 22nd. I really hope the developers know that March isn't the only month that they can release games in, because there's so many games for us to be playing this March, y'all. I don't even know where to start. But for Dragon's Dogma, we can see that it has more extended gameplay that we haven't really seen before. I'm really excited to take this dive into Capcom's version of a role-playing game. I did not play Dragon Dogma 1, so I'm really excited to try out the second one and see all the different type of mechanics, create our characters, and do all the different things that we can do in this new mysterious world. For the second to last game being shown at the State of Play, we are here with the more anticipated game of the year. We are able to see a full gameplay trailer of The Last Ronin. I really like how in the State of Play, y'all, we are able to see a lot of gameplay for these games, not just a bunch of CGI trailers. We're able to look around and gain more information on our character and the world around him. They talk about how the character and the world are given some of the culture from both Western and Eastern. We are able to see how they have our different weapons like the grappling hook and the glider to be used. We will be able to ride horses to be able to walk, be able to traverse faster. The battle mechanics are looking really cool as well. I'm really excited to try this out, do the different combos, as well as get in those nice blocks and then be able to retaliate with your own combos and going in for that slasher finisher move. Traversing through the area is going to be a lot more easier with the grappling hook, as we are able to sneak around in order to find the enemy and take out quite simple kills. We'll be able to use all kinds of different weapons as well as handguns, swords, spears to do different attacks and combos. There'll be even more different weapons and attachments that we'll be able to get from other NPCs, such as the flamethrower, as well as, depending on how much time that we spend with the different characters, will determine on how our story unfolds as well. So make sure y'all interact with all the different characters on your quest, which will be critical for you to forge your own fate as the last Ronin. The last big game of the State of Play, you guys, Death Stranding 2 was announced. I did not see this coming at all. Y'all, I'm really excited to be getting a sequel to the big 2019 PlayStation 4 release, one of the big hits. Really excited to see how Jiro Kinoma is able to do with this sequel. Another one of the games I haven't really got to play, but I'm definitely going to be going and grabbing it now. It's even on sale for this time of recording. Seems that the sequel is going to be taking place pretty much after the first game, and hopefully we'll be getting this game in 2025. First one was an action game set in open world that had a lot of different online features, so I'm really excited to see how they're going to incorporate that again and outdo it for our sequel. Oma also announced that he'll be creating a brand new stealth-like game that I'm assuming is going to be somewhat like Metal Gear Solid, but it's going to be new and an original IP, so I'm really excited to see what that will become. I always love how at the end of every presentation, you guys, they're like, oh wait, we have one last thing to let you know. And for that, I thought we were gonna get to see something, but it was just a little announcement of us getting a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth State of Play on February 6th. It is going to be a 20-minute directed State of Play presentation for us to see new gameplay for Rebirth. I'll be live streaming that as well. It will be going on at 3:30 Pacific time, and we will have only a few weeks until Rebirth comes out, you guys. So I hope y'all are excited as I am, because there is so much for us to see what will happen in this game. All right, you guys, those are the games that we had talked about during the State of Play. Like I said, 2024 is looking to be one of the best years to own a PlayStation 5. We do a lot of live stuff here on the channel, you guys, as well as play a lot of RPGs. So please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications so you know when more videos drop. If you'd like to see my entire reaction State of Play, please do click this video right here. Here will be a nice little playlist of all the different reactions of the different things that I've done. So until the next time, y'all have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. You'll have a shell-tastic day, Shell Squad. Until the next time, bye-bye.